Hello, sweet potatoes, and welcome to a brand new episode of All Things Lambda, the community show that shows the community news of a big community. That's correct, Johnny. The HalfLife community is still a very, very big community, and this episode is only going to drive that point home. So without further ado, let's get started. Black Mesa Azure Sheep, the reimagining of the classic single-player mod simply called Azure Sheep, has finally released its first part. It can now be downloaded on its super cool-looking ModDB page. For the people that don't know this mod yet, it's about our protagonist called Just Barney and his journey to rescue his love interest called Kate during the Resonance Cascade. Eventually, they rely on each other to escape the facility and to live on their lives. Black Mesa Azure Sheep, as the name implies, runs on the Black Mesa engine and pretty much makes use of all the improvements that the Source Engine branch comes with. So it's safe to say that it already looks quite decent. If you're interested in playing it, I've left a link down in the description below to the official ModDB page where you can download it and give it a go. Make sure to read the install instructions though. It seems like as of late, people are trying their best to make the editing experience in the Source Engine better. You got Keeping Away from Fire with their own improved version of Hammer, you got MapBase who strives to improve the feature sets, and now apparently you got Twitter user Sam Nemesis who teases a brand new addition to that roster. Source Editor, as it's called, strives to be a fully integrated editing suite for the Source Engine, and it looks incredibly intricate, and oh man, I need to get my hands on that. Now, it's true that the viewport here shows something I wouldn't think is being built on Source 1. It looks way too modern for that to be the case. Maybe it's a placeholder image of some kind? It's not really disclosed. But if this actually works with Source, then yeah, this might turn out to be a game changer. Now, Samson Nemesis does state in his tweet that it's in very early development and that it won't see the light of day for a long time. It, however, does play a big role in one of his new projects. He does work at both No Draw Software and Puny Human, which are known for Zero Day, a spiritual successor to the Half-Life 2 mod Dystopia. Now, if you want to see the tweet for yourself, I've left a link down below in the description. Also, I'd recommend you following Sam on Twitter if you want to eventually know more about the editor. That'll presumably happen when it's ready. We've all heard from Google Stadia and Microsoft's xCloud cloud gaming platforms that are going to be out soon. Especially Stadia is really close to launch right now, with many developers being on board with it. Loads of titles will be available through Stadia, so it's a pretty big deal. However, what is Valve's response to all this? Aren't they supposed to be the frontrunners of the PC gaming platform? What happened to them? Did the Epic Game Store make them weak? No, not really, actually, because as it turns out, Valve might be working on bringing you cloud gaming through the Steam platform. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because nothing, and I say nothing, has been confirmed or denied by Valve, and until something does get confirmed, this is all just speculation. Now, apparently, there was a bit of code in Valve's own website that referred to something called Steam Cloud Gaming. I don't honestly think the name can be more suggestive than that. The code refers to developers signing an addendum for the Steam Cloud Gaming platform, which we still don't really know what it actually entails. We'll have to wait for that when more info comes out. What I can say now though is that I'm pretty interested in what Valve may bring to the table here. It does make a lot of sense for them to enter such a market, so I'd say out of my own opinion that it's highly likely this is a real thing. For more info, I've left a link to a Verge article in the description below. So let me discuss my favorite mod for a mod. It's mmod Tactical, and it has a brand new progression update posted over on their ModDB page. In this update, the developer Ale8197 goes over all the plans and progression they've already made with the mod, and along with that, they share a fair few images of all the weapons that are going to be included with the mod, like the pistol, shotgun, Tau cannon, and more. Apart from that, we have some images of the Combine soldiers in a completely new attire. They look all armored up and ready for a fight, like more than they usually already are. I do have to say that it strays away a bit from the Half-Life-y feeling we all become used to, but I also kind of like it in a way. I don't know, it's It's just different. Last but not least, they also talk about some modes that are planned for the mod, like the Outbreak mode that stuffs all the maps filled with zombies to create an apocalyptic feel. They also include a tactical mode that makes some enemies transparent, Half-Life 2 Redux, which sorta rebalances the game a bit, and of course the vanilla mode for people that just want to play the game normally. Now, if you want to read more about this mod, and if you want to see the images up close, I urge you to pay a visit to the ModMods ModDB page. It's linked down below. Ah, the luxury. It's been a while since we last covered Entropy 02, but luckily we have some new content to talk about again. Breadman and his team have been very busy creating new maps and stuff for the second part of the Entropy 0 series, and we get to see some of what they've been working on right now. They've released a neat video going over a bunch of stuff they've developed over this 1 year, and man, it's a lot to unpack. At the start, Breadman shows off the last map of Chapter 4 that he's working on right now, and he proceeds to explain how this mod has started development and how ambitious it has become with its improvements over the first game. After that, Breadman shows off a really decent size of what they have currently in the form of a gameplay video, showing Bad Cop shooting and quipping his way through various scenarios that the player will face in Entropy 02. Now, do keep in mind that what you're seeing here is still pretty much in the alpha stage, so a lot of things can change still, but damn, doesn't this make you super excited for the mod yet? If not, then I urge you to watch the video yourself by clicking on the card on screen right now, or by clicking the link in the description below. Good job to all the people involved in making this mod, and good luck finishing it. Now, you're all probably aware that here on All Things Lambda, we try to keep the items mostly Half-Life related, and we've been staying true to that statement since the very beginning of this show over a year ago. So let's talk about Dark Souls. Whoa, allow me to explain for a second. The game is entirely out of my knowledge pool, so bear with me. So apparently the Dark Souls community has managed to finally put a custom map into the game after fighting with its game engine. So what is the first map they decided to put in for this wondrous occasion? It's Half-Life's Crossfire. Yep, you can now lead your Dark Souls character through the dark, creepy, and eerie-looking hallways of the Black Mesa Research Facility in New Mexico. I'm really quite amazed what people can do when they butt heads together, man. Wow. Now, if you want to read more about the technical side of things and how it was achieved, I've left a link to a PC Gamer article down in the description below. Praise the stars! Or something like that. The sun. I don't know. I remember playing Wilson Chronicles all the way back in, 2017, apparently. Darn. Well, there wasn't much of a reason for me to come back to the mod after I completed it once, but I guess now there is, because the mod just got updated. This neat little update package includes changes to chapters 1 through 7, except for chapter 2 for some reason, and fully supported text localization for German, Polish, and Dutch languages. Even Dutch! Nou, dat noem ik toch eens een grote luxe. And they also fixed some engine and network bugs and just improved several things overall. I will admit that the changelog isn't very descriptive, and because I haven't played the mod in so long, I won't really be able to tell the differences all too well myself, unfortunately. But hey, that only makes it a surprise. Apart from that, they also tease that they're looking into bringing Steam Workshop support to the mod so that you can create your own content for it. And they're also planning on bringing more maps and improvements for the mod in 2020, so I guess I'll keep it installed for a while longer then. If you want to read more about this update, I've left a good old link in the description below. Ooh, we're back with some more cosplay news, something we were lacking in the Halloween episode, strangely enough. Huh. Well, at least I was in costume, so that's something, I guess. Anyway, artist Tom Mickleborough, who we featured on the show before, has created some really epic Half-Life cosplay with his friends. He created the Barney costume and the Hiku soldier costume, and they look quite incredible. Along the way, they seem to have even found several more Half-Life cosplayers, like a headcrab zombie and an actual Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in a cardboard suit. It always warms my heart to see people trying to cosplay. It really makes me want to do it myself as well, but quite frankly, I don't have the space for it. Like, this is all the space I have, and there's a giant lamp standing here. I don't even have a proper spot to store that. Anyway, if you want to see how the cosplay was made, and if you just want to see the pics for yourself, I urge you to go and take a look at Major Tom's Facebook page, which is linked below. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Yeah, I know where the name Major Tom comes from, but do you know where we come from? Our social media pages, of course. They're on screen right now, covering my face as usual. Maybe I should actually use those new graphics that I made. They're not quite ready yet. Also, don't forget to join our Discord. There we can continue the conversation. Also very, very important. Very, very, very important, if you ask me. Oh, so important. The importance. Ugh. Also, if you like my content, I would urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Glorious Rigby, and it's linked down below in the description, as well as my Twitter, which might also be worth a follow, at least if you like, you know, stuff that comes directly from me. It's from me. Me. Yay. And with that, I'm going to end episode 68 of All Things Lambda. We're almost there. Anyway, yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next week. But in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and to ring that bell icon to never miss another episode. Salutations, and take care. Okay, now I gotta do something random. I don't know.